It's just hard. I just want them back in my custody. So I had to find somewhere to seek help. 2 weeks ago, went to work. 10 minutes later, I had received a call from my husband, and he had said that my daughter had a seizure. He's like, "What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" He kept repeating, "What do you want me to do?" I said, "Take her to the hospital." When I got to the first hospital, they could see fluid on her brain, but they couldn't tell me what it was. When they transferred her to the second hospital, they said it was blood around her brain. After they found out that she had these injuries, they took my kids away. Well, to tell you the truth, my husband does have anger issues. One time my daughter had a black eye, and I asked him what's going on, and he said that my son had threw a toy at her face. I still don't believe my husband's story. He used to be abusive to me. Before my kids were born, he would push me, he would slap me, he would pull me by my hair on the ground and kick me on my sides. He gave me a black eye when I was pregnant with my son at the time. 2 years ago, my son was only 4 months, and he was accused of throwing my son from across the room onto the back of the couch. And they arrested my husband, and he was in jail for 4 months. They took my kids because of him. I miss my kids. My son, he's just cuddly, like, he loves to cuddle. He'll talk your ear off. And my daughter, she'll sit there and smile. He denies the injuries to my daughter, and I don't know if I believe him. I believe he's a monster, and I need these test results to prove it.
My daughter was acting strange to us. We've been noticing it. She was not being responsive to me. And I seen her one leg up, kind of frozen, and one hand in the other. So I thought she was trying to reach for her leg, and I said, no. Then I called my wife right away. I said, I don't know what's going on with her. I froze. I did not know what to do. I said, "What do you want me to do?" I patted her on her back. Nothing with all that stuff was kind of.
And when you're doing this, is she stiff?
Yeah, and then I pick her up, and then her head just walks down, and I said, "That's unnormal." So I called my wife and tell her this was going on. She said, I hear her friend on the phone talking about, "Well, tell him to take her to the emergency room."
Did you?
Yes, I did.
And what happened there?
Then the doctors, they did CAT scans and everything on her, and they told us that she has fluids. That's all.
She had fluids on her brain?
Brain, yes.
And did he say what caused that?
No, we got transferred over to another hospital.
And what happened there?
Then they're telling us that she has 3 counts of blood, dried up blood in her brain. And then...
And what could cause that? Did they tell you what could cause that?
They told me and my wife that somebody could shook the baby.
Did you shake the baby?
No, I did not.
You ever cause any injuries to your children?
No.
You never tossed your 4-month-old son 5 feet across the room onto a couch?
No.
Why did you go to jail for that?
Why did I go to jail for that? Because a family member who came to our home
said he saw you do it.
She said I did it, and I didn't. They got the results of my son's arm and everything, but she said was false, that everything was fine with him.
But you went to jail for it?
Yes, because our...
So there must have been some evidence, right?
There was no evidence. The judge even
They
said,
put you in jail for nothing?
Well, the thing was, with the situation, what was going on, they said they got tired of people getting domestics around our area.
They said, "We're tired of people getting domestics, so we're going to put you in jail for 4 months."
Pretty much.
Boy, that's a rough town.
That's what the judge told me.
So you were in jail for 4 months?
Yes.
And then when you got out, you had to stay away from your wife for a year?
Yes.
Why'd they do that?
Because for safety precautions, that's what they said.
Because she got tired of getting her ass kicked by you?
It only happened once. After...
But only once?
Once before we even got married, after we found out she was pregnant.
So you beat her ass while she was pregnant?
Well, she hit me, then I hit her back, and I know that was wrong with me doing that.
So basically your wife's lying about the way you treated her?
Yes.
And your daughter, when they discovered that she had older injuries and newer injuries, right?
Yes.
So she had been injured before and never got any medical attention?
Before, no.
The incident where you took her for the seizures?
From the seizures, I fell down with her.
You fell down?
Yeah, I fell down outside.
When did you tell me that?
I fell down 8 days prior to that incident.
Why didn't you tell me about that incident? I would mention it, right?
Yes.
So what happened? You're carrying your daughter and...
I was holding my daughter, and then I slipped and bruised my back, and I had really gripped on her coat, and she woke up hollering, and...
She hit her head?
That I did not see.
Did you take the little girl to the doctor after you fell with her?
No, I did not. I talked to my wife, and
she said nah. She said nah.
No, I took her to the her job, and I told her I fell down with her, and...
How old was she?
8 months.
And
at the time.
Did they take your children away from you?
Yes, they took our children.
Why?
Because of the prior of dried blood in her brain.
So they felt that somebody was abusing this child.
I believe so, yes.
He has been abusive to me multiple times. He has been abusive to me multiple times. He had dragged me by my hair on the ground. He has kicked me on the sides multiple times.
Kicked you on the side?
Yes. And I was pregnant with my son at 6 months. He made me have a black eye. I had to hide it from my family.
He says you're lying about all this.
I understand that. I am not lying.
Why do you stay with a guy like this?
Well, that's my stupidity. I understand I did the wrong thing. Like, I had this man's baby, but...
Right, you know, and I understand this cycle of forgiving the abuser, but it sounds like now he's taking his anger out on defenseless little babies, which is unforgivable, right?
Yes.
Where are your kids at now?
They're temporary in foster care until they prove otherwise.
But do you know who's taking care of them?
No.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's my fault for me being with him, first of all, and I should have left him a long time ago.
I don't know what happened.
You don't know?
I don't know.
They were with you.
Like I called her, told her
Just
what
answer the damn question. They were with you. I don't care about phone calls you made or what you had for lunch. The kids are your kids.
Yes.
Your children that you brought into the world. You went to jail for one of them. You were ordered to stay away from your family for a year. Now your two children are gone. And you have no clue why?
Because of the
head injuries.
Yes.
And you have no clue how that happened.
When she was born, that she was pulling on her hair and everything. We asked the
doctor. That
would
cause bleeding on the brain?
No, we asked to get diagnostics of why she's pulling.
Why do you think she's got massive injury to your brain?
I don't know.
You have no clue?
No.
When your daughter was 7 months, you said that your son gave her a black eye, right?
Yes.
How did he do that?
When she got home...
No,
what happened
no. Just answer the damn question.
How she got that black eye, my son was playing with all his toys in our living room, and I started cleaning up the mess.
And what happened?
Well, when I went to the bathroom...
Oh, jeez.
When I went
How did your son cause the injury, the black eye?
I talked to the doctors.
Oh, my God. How did your son...
He threw a toy.
He threw a toy.
Yes, the toy
and it
was
hit
in
her in the
car
face.
The toy was on the car when she was laying down in the car seat sleeping. There was a toy in the car seat, and he
chucked it at her. Right?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, then why are you telling the story if you don't know? Did you ever strike your son causing any marks or bruises? You answered no. Did you ever strike your daughter causing any marks or bruises? You answered no. Did you cause any of the injuries to your daughter? You answered no. Did you ever witness Carlos physically abusing either of your children? You answered no. The results came back all the same. When they came back that Christina told the truth.
Why are you lying?
You want me to take another test?
Your wife's saying you hit her while she was pregnant, you pushed her down, you kicked her. Now another family member says you're throwing babies across the room. Why is everybody lying about you?
Because a family member wanted to be with me and I didn't want to be with them.
Oh. You turned her down.
She even knows that.
So you turned her down?
Yeah, I turned her down.
And then she made up a lie about you,
yes.
that you threw your kid and you went to jail for 4 months.
Yes. She said I hit her.
And your wife's lying why? Because she wanted to be with you? What? Why is she lying? Did you turn her down?
No.
Well, then why is she lying? Why is she standing in front of this audience and 2 million people watching at home? Why is she lying about you? Why is she saying my husband beat me while I was pregnant, pushed me down, kicked me in my sides, slapped me in the face, pulled my hair? What is she going to get from that?
Nothing.
So why is she doing it?
Because she wants to know. I don't know.
She wants to know what?
If I did something to my children.
Oh, she doesn't have to say that to get on the show. In 2016, Carlos was upset and threw their 4-month-old son 5 feet across the room onto a couch. In March of 2018, their 8-month-old daughter was experiencing seizure-like symptoms. A CAT scan revealed a chronic bilateral subdural hematoma on both sides of the brain. These were older injuries. More tests showed an acute left subdural hematoma, which was described as a newer injury. So those are facts, right?
Yeah.
Doctor's not lying, right?
No.
He's not going in there making, drawing like a Sharpie. Oh, look, hematoma. Your husband came here and took a lie detector test. And we asked him, did you throw your son across the room to the couch when he was an infant? And Carlos answered, no. Did you ever strike your son leaving marks or bruises? He answered, no. Did you ever strike your daughter leaving marks or bruises? He answered, no. How old is she now?
9 months.
9 months. Did you cause any of the brain injuries to your daughter? Did you cause any of the brain injuries to your daughter? He answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Carlos did not tell the truth. No reaction to you failing this lie detector test? None? You're like a big lump of potatoes over there? Well, what is it, Carlos? You don't even show emotion for failing a lie detector test, for harming your own children,
I did not
for
harm my
causing
children.
brain injuries to your child. What normal human being takes a 5-year-old child and whips him across the room?
I did not throw my son.
5 months. You failed for it. You failed the question. You failed for striking him, throwing him across the room, striking your daughter, causing brain injuries to your daughter. You failed. Anything you want to confess to? No? So you're denying everything?
Yes.
You're denying everything. I couldn't understand why you're denying, because I wouldn't want to go back to jail either, right? What do you think is appropriate sentence for somebody who causes brain injuries to a 9-month-old daughter? What do you think, 4 years or 40? Okay, I'm done with you. And I hope that in the near future that your wife, and I hope to be soon ex-wife, lets us know that you're serving at least 10, hopefully 20, maybe 30, hopefully 40 years in prison. And nobody has to worry about you hurting them, or your kids have to worry about you hurting them. Maybe they can come home and actually be with a parent, and you're just one of the biggest that ever stood on this stage. And with that, you can get the hell off my stage. I'm really concerned that this guy, if you stay with him, what he's capable of doing. And I seriously hope that you go home and you contact the police or whatever, detective or whatever, and you need to get that guy locked up again. Get your kids back and protect them. And don't let anybody hurt them.
I won't.
Okay? Good luck to you. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.